with some sherm sticks from Big Bay. I already knocked out by 3 of them hoes. Jump back in my shit, riding on low pros. Hooked up with that little Kiki. Now that boy got some killers, so we gon' smoke G. Hooked up with that motherfucking fat pat. That boy was scraping buck in a big ol' slam back. Hollin' at the fool of fucking Wayne. He popped the trunk in the slab, yeah.
What's up, y'all? This SlabOGsTV. Subscribe to the channel. We back at it again with another interview. Today we got a H-Town legend, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all heard his name on a lot of the screw tapes. People talked about him. He got this clean Cadillac right here. Today we got Haircut Steve. So Haircut Steve, you know, introduce yourself and tell us where you from.
Man, Haircut Steve. They call me Big Steve too. From Hersheywood Hardheads, right here. Yeah.
Okay. And can you tell us about how it was coming up in Hersheywood back in the day?
I mean, it was a bunch of running from the law, They taking our hats, and you know, but you know, it was cool back then, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, everybody, you know, when we formed Herschelwood Hardheads, you know, everybody stuck together.
Yeah. And from what I hear from back in the day in Hersheywood, it was kind of area of South Park that just had a lot of young guys around there. Everybody just riled up, you know what I'm saying? So what was y'all doing back in them times, you know what I'm saying?
We all pile up and go to the club, or either go sneak and ask the world.
Yeah.
You know, we pile up and go sneak and ask the world, but you know, most it was like everybody from South Park, we like hung together, you know. Yeah. Everybody, it didn't matter what hood you from, we knew you, we all down, you know what I'm saying?
And since y'all was kind of like a close-knit, you know, community over here on the south side, can you tell us maybe your first slab you seen coming up?
First slab seen coming up, I seen, I seen Tim Strain, Big Bay, Big Back, Dudley, Skip. Man, it's a whole bunch of them.
Was there somebody that kind of like, I don't want to say was a slab king during that time, but just kind of like ruled, you know, this area? Because I always heard of a name in Herschelwood named Derek Hines.
Nah, Derek Hines, he from Sunnyside.
Okay, he was from Sunnyside.
He had like a gold line. His line was gold. Yeah.
Okay. And what was some of the cars that they was putting together during this time? Like I say, this is early 80s, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't in the 90s, so you had, what kind of cars was pulling up?
Man, Monte Carlo, Regals, Cutlasses, what else? Park Avenues, Lincolns, 9/8s and Park Avenues and goddamn like old Lincolns, stuff like that.
So was the wheels kind of like, cause I always hear that on the south side it was more so like more wheels was on the south side than anything. So was y'all seeing that, like just wheels everywhere?
Well, back then it was only certain few that had Swanger, you know, and then that was 83s, but who had 84s was like OGs, and it was only a couple of them. You only see a couple pair of fours out there, but you gonna see plenty threes.
Yeah. And did y'all know what y'all was kind of looking at? Because I know during this time y'all had like hammers and Vogues, you know, 30s and Vogues and stuff like that. What made this wheel, I guess I would say, like stick out and adapt to the culture so much more than all those other wheels, Dayton's, you know?
Cause we was always, you know, talking about, you know, doing this. We doing this here, and that was that elbow poking out, you know. And that's why we started calling them elbows.
Yeah.
And then, you know, we used to, you know, drive like that, swing when we drive, so, you know, we started calling them swangers, you know.
And where did the swinging come from? Because I know I talked to you before, and you said that the swinging and, you know, tipping and everything, that came from a guy over here. What was that guy's name?
Yeah, Tyrone.
Tyrone?
Yeah, he I mean, when he got on the pail, it was like, you knew that was him, because he gonna turn around, back up, he'll back up on the freeway, do a circle. He drove reckless. He was the first person driving reckless on the swingers.
Yeah. And can you tell the viewers about your first car you put together? First set of wheels.
Back then, my first set of swingers, I was 17. I put them on a 77 LeSabre, canary yellow.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how much did you get the wheels for during this time?
$550.
See, that's one thing I always hear when I do these interviews, that when I talk to somebody who was, you know, way back in the game, early 90s, late 80s, early 80s, they always say, because, you know, everybody always hear that those wheels was up to $10,000, but when I talk to the people that way beginning, they was like, man, I might have got a set for like $300.
Oh yeah, but they did get up to that point. They got all the way up to $10,000 for a set of folds. And right when they did that, like 2 months later, they come out with the new kind. And a lot of boys was mad. They was mad.
Yeah.
He wants to spend 20.
Yeah.
On his.
Would you say that the reason they might have been cheap at the beginning was because nobody necessarily knew what they had?
Oh no, we knew what we had, but you know, it was like boys was going to get him off the white folks' car, and you know, and you know, he the person that probably got him, he probably don't need that much money. He just give me these for him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't know how to sell them. You know what price to really sell them for. But you know, after everybody started getting them, started wanting them, and requesting them, then that's when the price started going up.
Yeah. And you know, you being 17, you got your first set. You got it on the canary yellow LeSabre. How did it feel coming down?
Man, I was driving a little reckless, but we was calling dangling. You know, you're gonna dangle, and you're gonna swing to the beat. Whatever screw you jamming, that's what beat you swing to. And yeah.
What was y'all main spots that y'all would hit? You know, kind of in the South Park area.
We're gonna hit Carrington's. We're gonna hit Infinity. The car wash on MLK, they tore it down, but yeah, the car wash was like the main spot to pull up in your slab.
Yeah. And who was you riding with during this time? You know, it's a Sunday, nice Sunday out, you know, who would you look to your left and look to your right to when you would see in they slab? Man, I see everybody. I see Blount, Smitty, Twin, it's so many names, and then a lot of them deceased. You know, but it's a lot of yeah. And you just mentioned a name, Corey Blount. That's a name that, you know, anybody who's familiar with this culture, love this culture, ride on these wheels, they know about Blount. So what made Blount cars so different than everybody else's?
It wasn't that he made his car different. He been holding with the big boys, the OGs, for a long time. This in middle school, and that boy got like 5 slabs in middle school. Slam back, Park Avenue, Benz, 190 drop. You know, he had like 5-6 slabs. You know, in middle school. So you know, shit.
Was it the amount of cars and the age he was, or was it just the way he was putting these cars together?
Man, he put that boy had that, he had that Skrilla, you know, and he was a young nigga, had that money, and you know, and he put all his cars together, the same, the color and the interior, all that looked the same, and then he went from the canary yellow line to the red line. You know, all his cars, he knew how to put them together.
Yeah.
You know.
And during this time, you know, we kind of going into like the later, you know, the 90s, you know, the 90s era of the slab thing. Because, you know, I always say it's kind of different generations with this. You got the people in the very beginning, 83, 84. Then you got the golden, well, I like to call it the golden era, you know, the 90s of it. So during this time, you got the jacking that come about and all that. Was y'all hearing about that over here?
Yeah, we was hearing about it, seeing it, you know, and you know, it was like we had the after hours on Scott, and everybody be at the after hours. You know, we might be shooting dice or something, but a lot of boys cars. You ain't watching your car, somebody gonna plaque that motherfucker up. Shit, yeah.
Was it kind of like a thing of like being quick? Like you took your eyes off of it for a second, it was gone.
I mean, if you not that quick, but quick.
Yeah.
You know, boys, kids, they got caught slipping.
Yeah. Did you ever have any attempts on somebody trying to take your wheels, or car might have been gone?
Man, one time a dude, I had a Jaguar on Swanger. And I met Trade Truth concert, and she in 3rd Ward, and she, I took I had just parked. I went in the concert, and shoot, I told my partner, I said, man, check on my car. He looked, he said, I see it, oh, it's straight. And I said, all right. And I said, man, we're gonna leave in a few minutes. In a few minutes when we left, we walked over there and my car was sinking in the mud. The boy got me quick.
Gone, just that quick.
Yeah.
Man, you know, during this time, you got the screw music playing, the beat in the trunk, you know what I'm saying, the screw music and all that. Can you tell me about your first time meeting Screw?
My first time meeting Screw, I went with the dude I was telling you about, Tyrone. I went with the one that drive reckless. I went with Tyrone, and shoot, Screw found out I was cutting everybody's hair, and shoot, he started coming getting his hair cut, and I've been cutting his hair ever since. And you know, and it was like one dude out of our hood named Fatback, Lil Back. He was the only one, you know, at the time rapping, trying to be a rapper. And so, you know, he was flowing on the Screw tape. He like one of the first ones besides LD and them that was flowing on Screw. And then all of a sudden, you know, as about a year or two passed, because the first time I met Screw was in '89. And I've been going to school since '89. And all of a sudden, you know, I was just like, shit, let me get on the mic. I got on the mic and been flowing. And then, you know, I used to take Archie Lee from the Hard Heads. Then I ended up taking Kiki. The Kiki.
What was for the viewers out there, what would be a tape that they might be familiar with that you was on?
10 Deep.
10 Deep?
Yeah.
Okay.
10 Deep.
And what's your favorite Screw tape?
Black Superman.
Black Superman?
Yeah, it was CD that I flowed on, that I done a solo. I ain't had nobody rapping on it with me. I done it by myself off that Above the Law, Black Superman. But see, back then, Screw wasn't keeping no copies of your CD, your tape. Your tape be your tape, you know. Ain't nobody else gonna have that tape but you. But boys was getting in the car, and you turn your head, shit, nigga done took your shit out, put something else in right quick, throw you out real quick.
So that was a real thing when people would say, you know, kind of watch your screw because people was taking them.
Oh, you gotta watch your screw, man. You gotta watch your screw, man.
Yeah. So, you know, for the viewers out there, you know, this SlabOGsTV, but I guarantee you everybody that watch this channel, they all bump screws. So, and you know, probably never been in the screw house. So could you give a definition and define how it felt, you know, pulling up in your slab, walking inside a screw house? You know, what would that setting be like?
Man, you might go off and now, and it's about 4 different hoods in there. But you gonna know everybody in there. You gonna know everybody in there because whoever made screw tapes is, you know, they had to be just, you know, they had to be big in their hood, you know. And the screw, he wasn't, you know, and then you had to be by something, because he ain't just gonna let anybody get in there and get on that mic, you know.
What was the main hoods that was in the screw house and in the screwed up clip?
Hersheywood, Biden, Mo City, South Park, In-Yard. Man, it goes. I'll be naming the whole Dead End. You know, I had to keep going. It's a whole bunch of.
And before, you know, the kind of like the screw era, was all them hoods kind of meshed, or was it screw kind of brought everybody together?
Yeah, screw like brought everybody together. Only thing I wish everybody would have been on screw label. You know what I'm saying? Well, we really would have been together. You know, instead of everybody going sign with this person over here, going sign with him over there. Nah, the screw kept a lot of stuff together.
Do you have like a favorite, you know, being that screw house memory?
Man, we was in his hive. We was shooting dice on the pool table. Man, and screw gal come off and now. She say, y'all gotta leave. We like, what for, man? We shooting dice. We ain't doing that. She tell me, man, cause screw done fell out back there. Screw done fell out. Y'all gotta go and leave. We like damn, screw done fell out. And we had to get on up out of there. Yeah.
Was it a lot of like late nights, early mornings being over there?
Oh yeah, you gonna be over there late night. Cause man, you might do your tape, and then your partners, they coming in, they doing theirs, and you gonna go on stay hear they shit. And you know, and it just shit last, you might leave out of there about when daylight hit.
Yeah. Could you name some of the people that you might have brought over there first?
First person I brought over there was Archie Lee, then Duke and knocking them, Kiki, on the Skinny Troy from Reed Road. That's basically, yeah, my circle.
Yeah, okay. And I got 2 more screwed up click questions. Who was the hardest rapper in screwed up click?
That's hard because
that when they flowed, y'all was just like, man.
It Man, if everybody would have heard that Black Superman, only my hood and a couple people know about that Black Superman, that freestyle I did. Man, that's a hard one right there. But Key and Pat a motherfucker, and Key a motherfucker. So up there at the top is Key and Pat.
Yeah.
It's Key and Pat.
And my second screwed up click question: who had the cleanest slab? That screwed up click.
Dude.
What did he have?
Dude, shit. Drop deltas. Baby 9/8s. Regals. And Dude had a lot of shit. That was him just there. Dude had a lot of stuff. Shit. Hitting the streets, couldn't fuck with Dude, man.
Yeah. Well, you sitting in this clean Opera right now, you know what I'm saying? The wheels you got the wheels on the side, so can you explain what an Opera coupe is to the viewers out there?
Well, Opera coupe is like the ultimate slab to put together, because you got several wheels you can put on it, and we call them S calipers. We call them S calipers. And first person I seen with one of these was Dylan. Rest in peace, Dylan. Dylan had one, and Dylan, he had a couple of them. And that's basically like back in the game. That's the only person I seen with.
Yeah.
Just back then, but now, they floating around. It ain't that many floating around, but like I got them. JC from Home Clark, he got them. Byron Mac, yeah, from the north, yeah. Byron Mac a fool.
Yeah.
And it's like it ain't that many, but ones that got them, I about know them.
Yeah.
All the ones that got one, I about know them.
Yeah. And I don't know if the viewers can see this, but can you explain what your paint is? Cause it's a different type of paint that we don't see, normally nowadays.
Oh, it's called marble root belt.
Marble root belt.
Yeah.
Okay. And can you tell the viewers about that? Cause from my understanding, people was doing marble back then, but it's just rare that you will see one, rare that you'll hear about one. So can you say first time you seen a marble car?
Oh yeah, first time I seen one, it was on a drop L Dog. Drop L Dog, boy Bubba from 3B. Belmont, he had one. And then I seen after that, I seen Condre. Condre had a Fleetwood that was blue marble. And then Big Back from Hersheywood.
Yeah.
Murderwood. And he had Big Bourbon and Big Cadillac, marble gold and marble blue.
Yeah. Hey, can you explain your insides? Because that's not the typical Cadillac interior for this year.
Oh yeah. Everything come out of 2010 CTS.
2010 TTS.
Yeah.
Okay. So if somebody wanted to put one of these together, how much would they at least gotta have in their pocket before even thinking about doing it?
I mean, just the interior costs 10.
Dang.
Yeah, so they're gonna have to be playing by at least 30.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on the new era of the slab?
I like it because I love to see a person hit the slab, but only thing kill me the driving and them long swings, how long them swings is, man.
Yeah.
Because most of them people that get behind the wheel on them, they can't really drive good. So man, but I love the young generation, you know, keeping it going, you know, just keeping it going.
Yeah. And what size wheels do you have on your car?
15-inch 12s.
15 and 12. Is that kind of like your limit that you'll go?
You know what? I might squeeze some 15, but if I do that, I ain't going no further.
Yeah. Okay. And then, before we get up out of here, I asked on all my interviews, top 5 greatest slabs of all time, from then to now.
Man, I'm gonna name 5 back then.
I know what's happening to motherfuckers out here.
Yeah. 5 back then. Blunt and Impala.
Okay.
Tim Strange, root beer, Cutlass.
Smith. Catfish with them powder.
Yeah.
That's where the original.
Catfish, Smitty.
Corey Blount.
Nigga, Corey Blount was in the 80s. Yeah, I'm naming 5 back then, then I'm bring 5 up to date. Catfish, Smitty, Toast, what's Corey Blount brother?
Skip, man. People had
Skip.
Yeah. Willie Filler had that white Monte Carlo, man.
Yeah, man.
Then you go up to the new one. Man, Corey Blount should be with the new one. That's back in the 80s.
Corey Blount was in the 80s. I was in middle school in the 80s. And Corey Blount had, I'm telling you, man, that boy had, this in middle school, man. That boy had yellow line.
88 up to my youngest.
Man, Corey Blount had, man, I met Thomas, and that boy was a Swanger. Boy. Man, and he was in middle school swinging, man.
I used to see him going to school.
No, 89. I met Jones.
Was a LeSabre.
Huh?
He had a LeSabre. Was the first car.
Man, I know this in middle school, man. This boy
I'm
had.
telling you, when he left there, I stayed in this person was Meadow Green then. I got the other. I was sitting
You gotta think about, we was in middle school for 8 years.
You would. I'm gonna tell you. All right. The old 5. I'm gonna let them tell you. The old 5.
No, man.
5 top slab. The old 5. I'm gonna say the new.
Okay, I'm gonna go Skip, Tim Strange, Willie Spiller, Catfish, and Smitty. That's my 5.
Okay.
You know what I
What's
mean?
your 5,
My 5 gonna be Smith, Cat, and I had a gray lat. And I don't know, it was so many. Floyd. Floyd. Coupe. Yeah. So that would round it up. Yeah, Lynn too. So that, you know, it was a wide range, man, but those guys stood out a whole lot. Yeah, Stephon with the Bonneville.
Yeah.
So, you know, it was a whole lot that we all came, you know, back in from 83 to 87.
He had Delta came. He had MC2 with all that music.
Yeah, MC was the first thing.
It used to
be right here on Bell Arbor at them gas houses. Right there on the second house on the corner.
He way back there.
Yeah.
It's hard.
But it's so many people
Them
back
old,
then,
them
you
old
know what I
heads,
mean?
it's hard to name because it's so many that started.
Yeah, because
Rag tops and
them the niggas who I was seeing
flakes
every day
and
riding my bicycle. Tim Strain, Willie Spiller, them. So them niggas was going to get cars and come back here and hey, they putting their shit together. They had rigs, they had rims, they could change, go get their car painted. Them niggas was doing it. So I'm riding my bicycle watching them niggas. Shit.
Would y'all say it's one definitive slab king in Houston?
yeah, it's hands down. It's only one, Corey Blount.
Corey Blount.
That's Slab King. That's, I mean, you couldn't go down MLK and pass by his house without looking over there, seeing something new he got over there. You know, that boy out, he held the slab down. Now who he passed the torch to, since he ain't slab, you know.
There's so many after that.
Yeah,
Corey Blount came from the slab days, then he foreign, then he was switches, so he was damn near everything. Everything would come down to a slab.
Right now, it's gonna be hard to just say who because there's so many motherfuckers out here popping out with new shit. I just give everybody their thumbs up. I ain't gonna hate. I'm gonna give you
There's so many of them got so many cars. I got 3-4 cars.
Yeah.
So
New and old shit.
a
I'm
whole
giving
bunch.
everybody thumbs up.
we back in the beginning. We always was just tied to one. Now you got 2 or 3. I got 2 or 3. Steve come out with 2 or 3 at a time.
I got 3.
You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to say because you'll see me in this, and you'll see me in something else. You'll see Steve in this. You'll see him in something else. See him in this. So it's hard to say because you'll see 4 or 5 different cars, and there's 2 dudes that own all the cars, or it's 2 dudes out of the group that own 2 or 3 of the cars that you just see. So it's hard to say, man.
So what's y'all thoughts on the new slab era?
It's good.
I ain't knocking it out.
I like it. It's some of the driving that's become unnecessary because, you know, the slab it's always been about, you know, it's been about a creative mind, however you choose to put whatever you got going on. Because, see, we used to go and start from the bottom, meaning go get motor transmission, then put the tire, then do the inside, and then you come with the paint. So now these guys, you know, they not building from the ground up. A lot of them, they putting it together, and some of them, a lot of them coming out clean. But when you start slamming your car, that's the part that I draw the line. Cause I'm not gonna spend a whole lot of money on a car and ram it into somebody else's car or do something crazy to tear my car up. That's not what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I think that's the craziness about it.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna give, you know, because I was saying with you, I'm gonna give them little cats the credit on this here note, man. You know, they still representing what we all started because they could have switched up and got fun and went to them dunks and done all that. They still trying to do the thing. And then you got to understand, they really not making slabs no more like that for them cats no more. So, you know, when we were back then, just say it's 80, 82, 84 like that there. You know, we had, just think about it, a 77 or something like that. So that's really just 5 years. So when they go and get their little Sabres, you know what I'm saying, a 98 little Sabre or something, and it's 2020, they feel like they got an old school slab because of the year thing. So you got to look at it. They're not making these machines no more. But if they really want to know, this is it. You know, if you can go find you one, you better put one in your pocket and go and get it, you know. So I give them a little credit on that note, man. You know, I just can't just call them out. But like I said, they can do that. They can be doing something else. Oh, we like this thing, we like this here. Nah, that's our culture, so that's how we gonna rock it, and that's how they doing it.
And
so I give them a little catch respect for that.
And they switching up, and they going a little fast with it too. So, you know,
but I ain't gonna never be rolling fast like that. They can say all that rolling fast and crashing and all that there. You know what we like to do? We want to be seen. You know, I say it like this here. While y'all speeding past them, I'm creeping to go get one of them. You know. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
By the time they slow down and turn around, they gone.
I got them. You know what I'm saying?
They
so
gone.
Don't speed past them. You know how we done it. Then we gonna post up somewhere and be cool about it.
Right before we get up out of here, you got any more shout outs?
And shout out to Hersheywood Hardheads, whole Hersheywood. Shout out to West Square, 74-2. And shout out to the whole South Park. really the whole Houston, man, everybody, because you know we all one culture and we all one. Shout out to the north,
south,
east, west, southwest, whatever. You know, everybody. You know, it's a Texas thing. Everybody, shout out to everybody from Texas, man. One love.
You rep yourself down in back country, man. They swing.
They swing and Austin doing it. So hey,
I just left them up there. They swing.
Already, man. This SlabOGsTV. Y'all subscribe to the channel. We out. Got Haircut Steve in the building.